Chapter 17. The Watcher. The council chamber rested in a calm half-light, illuminated by the gentle glow of elven lamps suspended among the living branches of the hall. Alden, Lyanna, Kalor, Kael, and Doran stood beside Varian and Serah, while the elves of the inner circle observed them with serene attention. Upon Lyanna's forearm perched the small kite that hours earlier had descended from the tree to deliver the relic. The bird kept its wings slightly spread, ever watchful. A murmur rippled through the chamber when Melerin saw it clearly. "A kite," he murmured, fascination carefully contained. "Guardians of primordial fire in the skies. Birds capable of crossing mountains in a breath, of hunting prey larger than themselves. If this being has chosen to remain with you, girl, it not only confirms the gift you received, it carries its own blessing." Lyanna lowered her gaze. The bird inclined its head with an elegance almost regal. No one spoke. The gesture carried the weight of an ancient message, shaped of feather and spirit. Melerin continued, "We recognize Alden as the bearer of the mark. He shall have our guidance and support when needed. You will be given provisions, and one of our own will escort you beyond the forest." Serah stepped forward. "I request that honor. Allow me to accompany them." Varian exchanged a brief glance with Melerin. The leader nodded. "Granted, Serah will travel with you." Alden drew a steady breath and stepped forward. "And now, where do we go?" Kalor answered in a firm voice. "To seek the other relics." Alden shook his head, frustration rising. "That could take years. Where do we even begin?" Melerin raised a hand, calling for calm. "It is said that Durvak, the axe of the silent anvil, lies in the dwarven city beneath the Thalan Range, on the border between Elendor, Valdara, and Drowen. And the amulet of lost knowledges, known as Lumara, may be found in Valdara, hidden within the ancient tower of mages that bears its name." He paused briefly before concluding, "Both destinations lie far apart. I advise you to travel first to Rivershade, a midpoint and a safe city near the forest. There you may decide your next step." Kalor nodded. "That makes sense." The decision was sealed in solemn silence. When they left the council chamber, the light of dawn was beginning to filter through the leaves of the great tree, bathing the bridges in a warm glow. Alden walked beside Serah. "I'm glad you're coming," he said. "Kalor told me what you did in the forest. Lyanna said you protected me while I was unconscious." Serah stopped abruptly and looked at him with a coldness, polished like steel. "I am not coming to protect you," she corrected. "I am coming to watch you." Alden frowned. "Watch me?" "I do not trust humans," she said without hesitation. "They are the easiest to corrupt. I saw Galathor raze my home. I saw how his shadow consumed everything. You carry his blood. I will watch every step you take, and if you ever walk toward the shadows, I will end you myself." The silence tightened between them. Alden held her gaze. "Humans aren't the only ones who can fall. There are ancient stories about your kind as well." "Dark elves," Serah replied. "Old myths. Myths are born from something, just like prophecies. And this one says that only Galathor's blood can defeat the darkness. Or make it grow even greater," she countered. Alden set his jaw, unwavering. "Galathor destroyed my home and killed my mother. If there is one thing I can choose, it is not to repeat his deeds." Serah did not answer. Her eyes remained cold, but they no longer cut him with disdain. Now they measured him. "We shall see," she said at last. The next morning, golden light bathed the gates of Thalandor. The group gathered with their packs ready. Luthara moved in silence, and the kite rested upon Lyanna's shoulder, as if it had always belonged with them. Melerin handed Lyanna 3 small crystal vials that shimmered with hues of rose and silver. "Sap from the fairy tree," he explained. "It will heal wounds and restore strength." Lyanna inclined her head in thanks. Kalor adjusted his cloak and spoke. "If we follow the marked route, we should reach Rivershade in 2 or 3 days. The road ought to be clear." Alden nodded. His choices carried a different weight now, beneath Serah's vigilant shadow. Without further delay, the group gathered at the gates of Thalandor. The elves bade them farewell in silence, and beyond, the forest waited like a corridor of light and shadow. They crossed the threshold. Serah walked 2 steps behind Alden, her hand always near her sword. The forest swallowed them once more, and with it came the quiet certainty that nothing, neither the journey, nor Alden, nor his destiny, would ever again be tested without someone watching.